What should I call you? Do you prefer a nickname?
Cleo's fine, thanks.
Welcome, and thanks for agreeing to talk to us today.
You're welcome, and thanks for having me. Makes a change for me to be on this side of the interview.
Right, fellow reporter here. I'll have to be on my toes. Can I get you something to drink? Water, soda, coffee, wine, whiskey?
I'll never say no to a glass of wine. Or a decent cup of tea. But as a lass from North East England, I've got to be honest and say that I'm slightly suspicious of any American who says they can make one.
Better order us 2 wines then. While we wait, tell me a little about yourself.
Well, my name's Cleo, and I work in radio. I'm 5'3", I've got brown curly hair and an insatiable appetite for junk food. Wow, it's really quite different being the interviewee, isn't it?
Shoe on the other foot, so to speak. Where do you live?
I live in London now, but I'm originally from Northumberland, which is the bit of England just below Scotland.
Ah, the country with the most castles in England. See, I did my homework.
You certainly did. I don't think even I knew that.
Do you have any jobs or hobbies?
I'm an entertainment reporter for a radio station. As for hobbies, does ordering sushi from Uber Eats count?
Does in my books. I'm proficient at it. On Monday morning, are you excited to go to work or are you sad?
So excited. I still can't believe this is my life. I love my job. I get to interview amazing musicians and actors, talk to them about their work, find out a bit about them. It's a bit difficult when the person you're interviewing really doesn't want to be there, but I kind of like the challenge of trying to get something out of those people. I'm interviewing Devon Grant soon, though, and I've heard he's a tough nut to crack.
Devon Grant? Now that's a scoop. I'd love to interview him. Maybe someday. Anyhow, this is about you. What are some of your likes and dislikes?
I like good food and crap food, hanging out with my best friend Michael and talking to people. That's why I love my job. I dislike people who don't do right by their families. I mean, how hard is it to be nice to the people you're supposed to love?
I agree. Speaking of, tell us about someone important to you.
My best friend and his mum mean the world to me. They're the only family I've got, really. My own parents moved to France, and I mainly keep up with them via their house renovation Instagram account. Michael and Liz are my everything, and there isn't anything I wouldn't do for them.
Sometimes found family is the best. Do you like to cook?
God, no. I like to eat, but I'm a terrible cook. Who needs to know how to cook in London anyway?
Benefits of moving to the big city. Okay, you know this is coming. Are you in love?
No. I was in love once, but it faded eventually. Doesn't it always?
I suppose that's a matter of perspective. Do you have a secret?
Everyone's got secrets, right? No one can know everything about another person. You're good at these questions, though. What else have you got for me?
Well, since you asked, what is your greatest fear?
Losing my best friend and his mother, who practically raised me. They're the only people who've ever really mattered to me.
If you could change one thing about your life, what would it be?
I love my life. I'm not sure I'd change anything. Well, there's maybe one thing, but it's kind of complicated. And it's more someone else's life, really. I wish my best friend wasn't a paparazzi photographer for sure. And I wish the reasons he became one didn't exist, which are the same reasons that... okay, next question.
One professional to another, I'll give you a pass. Are you happy we know your story?
I've always been the one to tell other people's stories. I'm not sure how I feel about being the story, but I guess the truth will always come out in the end.
Is there anything you want to say to your fans?
I have fans. Oh, wow. Hi, I guess. Thanks for being awesome, because I'm sure you're totally awesome.
Can we look forward to reading more of your story?
A little. Although I'll be quite happy to fade into the background next time, as my best friend hopefully pulls his head out with his backside and sorts his life out.
Let's hope that happens soon. Cleo, it has been a pleasure interviewing you, but our time is up. You can go back to being the interviewer now. I'll be tuning into your radio show for your next interview. If you'd like to read Cleo's story and find out more about how that interview with Devon Grant goes, connect with KW Thomas on Instagram and Facebook.